Imagine waking up one morning to find that the cash in your wallet is no longer accepted anywhere, and your credit cards have become relics of a bygone era. Instead, every transaction you make, from buying your morning coffee to paying rent, is conducted through a digital currency that exists only in the virtual realm. Now, picture this currency not being controlled by any bank or government, but by an invisible network maintained collectively by millions around the globe. Sounds like science fiction? Yet, this might be closer to reality than you think. Let me take you back just over a decade ago when Bitcoin first emerged from an obscure corner of the internet, introduced by someone known only as Satoshi Nakamoto. At that moment, few could have imagined how revolutionary this idea would become. A decentralized form of money free from traditional financial institutions. Fast forward to today. Cryptocurrencies are no longer fringe curiosities traded among tech enthusiasts. They're influencing markets worth billions and challenging how we perceive value itself. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. Crypto isn't just about money changing hands digitally. It represents a fundamental shift in trust and control. For centuries, we've relied on banks and governments as gatekeepers of our economic lives. What if those middlemen were removed? What if power was handed directly back to individuals through transparent code and peer-to-peer networks? The implications ripple far beyond finance. They touch privacy, freedom, even sovereignty. Yet, despite all its promise, crypto faces fierce skepticism and obstacles. Wild price swings that can make fortunes vanish overnight. Headlines about hacks and scams shaking confidence. Regulatory battles between innovators pushing boundaries and authorities seeking stability. It's a high-stakes drama unfolding in real time with winners poised for immense wealth, and losers potentially left behind. So the question looms large. Will cryptocurrency rise from these growing pains to dominate the future of money? Or will it remain an intriguing experiment overshadowed by practical challenges? Could new technologies emerge that eclipse today's digital coins altogether? As you ponder this uncertain horizon where finance meets technology meets ideology, remember this isn't just about charts or jargon. It's about how each of us may soon interact with something as fundamental as money itself. The story unfolding now will shape economies, societies, even everyday life for generations ahead, and understanding its trajectory might be one of the most important things you do today. Imagine waking up one day to find that the way you buy your morning coffee, pay your rent, or even receive your paycheck has completely transformed. No longer do you reach for cash or swipe a plastic card. Instead, every transaction happens seamlessly through a digital ledger that's transparent, secure, and global. This might sound like science fiction, but it's a reality creeping closer with each passing year. The future of money is being rewritten right now. And at the heart of this change lies cryptocurrency. Think about how money has evolved over centuries, from bartering goods to coins made of precious metals, from paper bills backed by governments to plastic cards linked to bank accounts. Each shift reflected new technology and changing trust systems. Now we stand on the brink of another leap forward. Decentralized digital currencies designed not by any single authority, but by networks spread across the planet. You've probably heard the buzzwords, Bitcoin, Ethereum, blockchain. But what do they really mean for you and me? Bitcoin was born in 2009 out of a desire to create money free from government interference and banking fees. Its creator, shrouded in mystery under the name Satoshi Nakamoto, introduced something revolutionary, a currency secured not by banks, but by cryptography and consensus among users worldwide. At first glance, Bitcoin seemed like an idealistic experiment favored mostly by tech enthusiasts and libertarians. But fast forward just over a decade. Major companies now accept Bitcoin as payment. Some countries are exploring national cryptocurrencies. Investors pour billions into crypto projects daily. This isn't just hype. It's reshaping how value moves across borders without needing traditional intermediaries. Consider El Salvador's bold move in 2021, when it became the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender alongside its US dollar-based economy. For many Salvadorans living abroad who send remittances home, sometimes losing hefty percentages to transaction fees, this offered hope for cheaper transfers directly into their families' hands via smartphones. Although challenges remain due to volatility and infrastructure gaps, this case illustrates an ambitious step toward integrating crypto into everyday life at a national scale. Then there are decentralized finance platforms, or DeFi, that allow anyone with internet access to lend or borrow funds without stepping foot inside a bank branch or filling endless paperwork forms. Imagine lending money directly to someone halfway across the world using smart contracts that automatically enforce terms without human intervention or middlemen taking cuts along the way. Suddenly, financial services become more open and accessible than ever before. But let's pause here, because while these examples shine bright on crypto's potential stage, it would be misleading not to mention hurdles still looming large ahead. Volatility remains one thorny issue. Cryptocurrencies can swing wildly in value within hours due partly to speculative trading, rather than underlying economic fundamentals familiar with traditional currencies pegged against tangible assets or government backing. This unpredictability makes it risky as both store of value and medium of exchange for everyday purchases. You wouldn't want your salary fluctuating drastically overnight before paying bills. Security concerns also persist despite blockchain's reputation for robustness. Hacking incidents targeting exchanges holding user funds have occurred repeatedly over time, leading some skeptics fearing loss beyond recovery once private keys fall into wrong hands. Regulatory uncertainty adds another layer of complexity. The legal landscape surrounding cryptocurrencies varies dramatically worldwide, ranging from outright bans in some countries fearing loss of monetary control, or illicit uses, all the way up to embracing frameworks aiming at protecting consumers while encouraging innovation elsewhere. So why does all this matter so much? Because understanding whether crypto will dominate means grasping what kind of financial system we want moving forward. Centralized authorities maintaining control versus distributed networks empowering individuals. Opaque processes replaced by transparent code running autonomously. Slow settlement times swapped for near and instantaneous transfers anywhere on Earth regardless of borders. The stakes couldn't be higher since money underpins every facet of society, from business deals determining livelihoods through governments collecting taxes, funding public services, down to personal savings. Securing futures unknown yet hoped for generations ahead depend heavily on stability paired with adaptability, addressing modern needs better than yesterday's solutions ever could alone. As you ponder this unfolding narrative shaping economies around us today, ask yourself, are we ready for a world where trust shifts away from institutions toward technology itself? Will cryptocurrency prove resilient enough, overcoming current drawbacks, becoming commonplace tool, integrated smoothly into daily routines? Or will traditional systems adapt, borrowing best aspects from crypto innovation? Imagine standing at the edge of a vast unfolding landscape where the old rules no longer apply, and the future is being shaped by unseen forces moving steadily onward, unstoppable, destined for greatness. This is the very essence of what lies ahead in the realm of money, where cryptocurrencies rise like a dawn breaking over limitless skies, promising infinite possibilities. You see, this isn't just about digital coins or blockchain technology. It's about a profound transformation that challenges everything we thought we knew about value, trust, and exchange. Picture yourself as part of this emerging horizon, a witness and participant in a revolution that glimmers with bright potential, yet demands careful navigation through its dazzling radiance. The light shining from this new era acts not only as an illuminating force, but as a guiding beacon leading you down pathways previously uncharted. It's a journey filled with exhilarating promise, but also complex questions. Will crypto truly dominate? Can it overcome hurdles to become the universal language of money across cultures and economies? The answer rests not in certainty but possibility. A powerful invitation to embrace change while holding firm to discernment. Like any profound shift in history, adoption won't be instantaneous nor uniform. It will ripple through systems incrementally, blending innovation with tradition until a new balance emerges. But here's what matters most. This isn't merely speculation confined to experts or technologists. It's your future too. Whether you're an investor seeking growth or someone yearning for financial freedom beyond borders and intermediaries, crypto offers tools designed to empower individuals directly. Yet remember that domination doesn't mean absolute control. Rather, it suggests influence rooted in adaptability and resilience amid evolving landscapes. As regulations shape frameworks and technologies advance toward greater efficiency and security, cryptocurrencies' role will expand, sometimes subtly weaving into everyday transactions or boldly redefining entire industries like finance, art through NFTs, supply chains via smart contracts. So when you consider what lies ahead, the promise shimmering on that distant horizon, you realize it embodies more than currency alone. It symbolizes empowerment without gatekeepers restricting access, transparency replacing opacity, decentralization fostering community rather than monopolies, speed surpassing legacy slowdowns, inclusivity welcoming millions previously excluded from traditional finance systems. In embracing crypto's potential dominance over money's future, you are invited not just to observe but engage actively, to question skeptically yet remain open-minded, because within these dynamic currents flow opportunities capable of reshaping economic landscapes globally while amplifying personal agency profoundly. This moment stands ready to define generations, not by clinging tightly to familiar forms, but by rising together toward those soaring heights where dreams meet reality under limitless skies, illuminated by radiant innovation lighting our collective path forward into tomorrow's world.